Yep, always. Well, here's Captain Carroll right here. We weren't able to find Pharaoh after all. Yeah, our first job as a guild was an failure. What do you think? Should we head back to Dongrest? That might be best, but would you be okay with that, Yuri? And what about Estelle? I'd be fine with it. As for Estelle, I'll leave that answer up to her. Alright. This sure is a serene little town. Huh? Oh yeah. It is, isn't it? No guilds, no empire. It's a little strange. Yeah, but I think it's relaxing. Yeah, but even so, I prefer Dongrest. That's how everyone is. Everybody prefers the place where they grew up. You too, Yuri? Well, yeah, sure. But if we're going to work together in brave Vesperia, we'll have to decide a single place for our home base. We could always make someplace new, you know. Someplace new? Yeah, you know, everyone thinks of Dongrest as Union City, but it's really Altosk City. It could be like that. Brave Vesperia could make its own city. Brave Vesperia's own city. Yeah, I like that idea. Well, either way, we've got a lot of jobs as a guild ahead of us before we can be thinking about things like that. Yeah. Now that you mention it, Nordopolica is Palastrale's city, isn't it? Yeah, if you think that way, Nordopolica is more of a guild city than Dongrest, even. Yeah, and Bellius rules the city too. Nordopolica, leader of a city, Duce of a guild. I wonder what sort of person Bellius is. Me too, Carol, me too. Anyways, to the next person. Yeah, they're all over the place. I think Raven's down this path over here. Yeah, here he is. Hey, old man. You can feel free to go on ahead to Nordopolica. Hey there, young'un. What, you want to get rid of me so soon? Wrong. I just wouldn't want you to miss the new moon and your chance to deliver the letter, all on our account. Honestly, I could do fine without your concern. Wrong again. If brave Vesperia gets in the way of Altosk's work, we'll be apologizing to the Dawn for an eternity. What? You're too young to bother yourself with such fluff. It's a matter of brave Vesperia being trustworthy. You see what I mean? Nah, I mean... We've still got time left until the new moon. We'll be fine. You sure? Anyway, I ain't about to go back through the desert and the cave myself. If I got killed by some monster on the way there, not only would the letter not get delivered, but brave Vesperia certainly wouldn't look very trustworthy to potential clients now, would they? In that case, we'd collect your bones and the letter and deliver them as promised. Oh, how kind of... Wait, hey! Anyway, just so long as you won't go blaming me if you don't manage to deliver it on time. No problem. Alright, next person. Yeah, this is getting old. Real quick. Here's Estelle and repeat. Gruff. So, you weren't able to meet Pharaoh after all. But I learned about some very important things. The child of the full moon, and the Entelakea. But the only new thing we learned was what those words mean. As for the reasons Pharaoh is trying to kill you, it seems we won't know unless we ask him directly. But you have heard what he's saying. If I go meet Pharaoh, he'll just wipe me out. It looks like we'll never know the truth then. After all this, it's like I'm being told that I should just give up. No, no way. Maybe. Huh? Maybe what I'm trying so hard to figure out isn't really that important to know at all. What do you mean? If I never met you, Yuri, and I just kept living my life in that castle, I would have lived without ever knowing what the child of the full moon or the Entelakea or any of that. So maybe I could just go on living without knowing why Pharaoh wants me dead. So you're saying you should just go back to the capital? I think that's definitely an option. If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you. Yuri. Our contract with you is null and void at this point after all. That's true. It's just, I don't really like hypothetical situations. They're not real life. And I'm not too good at pretending to forget things that I know already. If you can't do that, or if you can do that, then I don't have any problem with it. But can you really? Then I can't do that either. But I have no idea what I should do in this sort of situation. You want to know the truth, but don't know what to do. That'd be a good summary of your situation, right? Yes. Gotcha. Good old generalization. Alright, we all know where Judith is, of course. We'll leave town and she's right there. You're always out walking around, aren't you? Yes, I guess I'm a pretty restless person. That's unexpected. You seem to have some problems staying put yourself. I'm pretty restless myself. That's not so unexpected, I think. Maybe if the wanderlust coming back to me from when I used to fly around with Balu all the time. Yeah, back when you were wearing that weird white armor. Yes. Are you going to go look for Pharaoh by yourself? Nah. Oh, then where were you planning on going? Only a walk. Oh, I see. Doesn't it seem like we've been meeting this way a lot recently? No, must be your imagination. Ha. Alright, now we gotta talk to Rita. And she's just back at the building, so I think that's it. Is it? Yeah, it is. Alright, well, let's go do that. I have nothing left to say to you. Awkward. You're not going to follow him? What's the point? He's not going to talk to me. So this was a complete waste of time. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Apatheia? When the air crane went berserk, a Jaeger was carrying this box. This box was what messed up my magic. You think the Apatheia is what causing the air crane to go out of control? Judging from the evidence, it could be a valid hypothesis. So when the blastia in Heliod was going out of control, you think there was an Apatheia nearby? And the air crane in Cave Mach 2? There may have been. Otherwise, maybe the Apatheia has been damaging the whole world's air crane, little by little. And a large distortion just happened to appear then. I see. It's really nothing more than a guess, but it could be right. You don't sound very sure of yourself. In science, you continually make hypotheses, then test them, and you get closer and closer to the truth. That's how it is. Well, okay, maybe I can do something with this after all. What are you gonna do now? The next step after a hypothesis is testing it. Okay. You do that? Perhaps? I'm just seeing if there's any... Oh, there we go. Strange mark! Yay! What does this do? It is a crest that shortens the time a mage is immobile after casting. Good. We'll want that for later. Yeah, every little key doesn't work, blah blah blah. Now let's GTFO. And now that we talked to everybody, let's go stay at the inn. Actually, is there something back here? Nah, never hurts to check. It's kind of like Golden Sun Syndrome. Leave no pot unturned. Or Legend of Zelda syndrome. Leave no pot unshattered. Alright, the inn is just way over here. I took the long way. Probably not the best idea, but yeah, let's go in. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to you. 50 gold, holy shit. That's amazing. I do want to rest. Oops. Please come again. We look forward to serving you next time. Alright. And, well, we should now exit the town. Everybody's waiting for me.
Glad you could make it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we've recovered our strength. We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all. That is, if you don't mind.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
How about us? What's our plan after this? I'm headed for the Air Crene and the Wizened of Kados. But I am curious about the Entelikeia, too.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here to Belius.
I'd like to meet Belius once myself. I mean, seriously, the Duce. I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Almosk really is.
It's Nordopolica for me too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those knights in Mantake. That's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
I want to know why the Entelikeia hate the child of the full moon, which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the Entelikeia, correct? Yes? I imagine Belius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Entelikeia and the Colosseum?
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelikeia of Nordopolica.
If we can believe anything he told us.
Well, we'll pass through the Wizened of Kados on the way to see Belius. Good enough?
True enough. All right then, Nordopolica it is.
Right. First, let's get back to Mantake.
Alright, so Mantake Ho.
Didn't Belius only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
I think this is one of the only times that any time passing is mentioned. There is later on, but like right now it's probably the first time we've come across it.
Jormungand and Mantake are totally different. It's much cooler here. Maybe it's the ocean.
But it seems boring. I wonder what the folks here do for fun.
I kind of like it. This kind of calm, quiet village suits me. I can't stand loud people.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, old man.
She was talking about the town, not about me.
Maybe.
Do you really hate me that much?
Man, that is one hot burn. Alright, well, let's head back to town. I'm gonna use a holy bottle because there's no new enemies that I am aware of. If there is, we'll just go fight them. Yeah, we have Sage, Verbrenna, and that. And we have an hourglass, temporarily freezes the enemy during battle. That's very nice to have. I really never used one before, so it's not needed. Alright. Where do I want to go? I want to go this way, that's right. Yes, this way. Stay on field. Don't even bother to go through the desert. There is no need. Those craggy rocks there, those will come into play later. And, there's something up there, but I can go back later. That's not a problem. So, let's head back to Mantake. Or Mantake, whatever.
Whew, we're finally here. I've seen enough sand to last me a lifetime. You're telling me.
Look, there are people outside the town.
Wonder if that means the curfew's been lifted. Cumore!
Easy now. Haste makes waste.
Hurry, hurry, all aboard. Let's all enjoy a nice little tour of the desert, shall we?
But while we're gone, the children!
I promise riches to anyone who can bring me the remains of that giant winged monster. Then your children will be able to live in the lap of luxury. Please, don't make us go! Stop your whining. I told you vermin to get aboard. Now get moving this instant.
That's just how we were sent into the desert.
The giant winged monster must be Pharaoh!
Yeah, but what's he want to capture Pharaoh so bad for?
Well, what are we gonna do? We can't just stand by and watch, can we?
I'm afraid that idiot isn't gonna listen to anything a princess would say.
Then what should we do?
Carol, come here a sec.
What? Yeah, I could do that, but I'd need tools. Wait, you mean...
Yes, perhaps this will help.
How convenient. You guys better bail me out if this goes bad.
So you did pick that up?
Well, it was just lying there. I thought it might be useful.
Whatever.
Now about all we can do is leave it up to the kid.
What is it with these commoners? They're slower than slugs. Get aboard, damn you!
Sir Cumore, everyone is aboard!
Everyone except yourself.
What? Me?
Those who do their jobs slowly will never learn without punishment.
Sir Cumore, please, I beg of you. I have a wife and daughter.
If you'd like to stay here, I'm sure I could arrange for them to go in your place. Now be gone with you.
Carol, don't worry. That young man is very capable.
What's going on? Who was it that readied this coach? Fix the blasted coach! I will find out who's responsible for this.
I've got to hand it to the little runt.
You did it!
My heart was pounding like a drum.
This won't do anything more than buy us some time, though.
I think it's about all we can do at the moment.
Yeah, Cat and Carol would start crying if we tried to tackle the knights head on.
How about we make ourselves scarce before people start getting too curious?
I suppose we'll be on our way then.
Yeah, I'm sure your kids will be so happy to see you. But there won't always be someone around to save you.
Thank you again for all your help.
Guess we should lay low at the inn for a while.